For those of you that would like to go over a 4 on the floor beat, just a simple foundational beat, here's how you get started. This is Ableton Live. It's just a simple way for me to create a beat, but you can obviously create this in any DAW. You want to get an electronic kit up, so I've selected and crafted a kit. I've got my kick drum on the lower left, which has got a very sharp and thumpy sounding feel to it, very electronic, similar to the 808 drum machines. In the bottom left, that's where the kicks live usually on our 16-pad layout here. Then our snares come next. I've got a few to choose from. So I can combine them, play them at the same time or not to make it sound a little different. Then the claps usually come around here too, laid out in the similar area here. So kicks, snares, clap, and then rim shot. Then the hi-hat, closed hat, and an open hat are usually near each other. On the pads around here are toms. Different sounding toms. They don't necessarily go together, but that's where my toms live. And then percussion, strange percussion, sometimes synth chops or other effects. And then the ride or crash cymbal is often on the top right. This is a pretty typical layout for a drum kit in a sampler like this. So now that that's set, I want to also point out that a 4 on the floor beat is used in genres of house music, techno, and trance. And for house music and techno, it's often anywhere from BPMs 120 to 124. So I've got mine set at 122 right now, and I've got my electronic kit. So I'm ready to do a 4 on the floor beat in that style. I'm going to click here and I'm going to make a 4-bar loop. It's just going to play 4 bars and continue to go around. It's going to get a little repetitive, so I can move it out to an 8-bar loop, 16-bar loop, 32-bar loop, and can continue to make it interesting that way by changing up every 4 bars or every 8 bars. Right now, I'm going to start with 4, and then I'm going to make a little drum fill at the end, so as it loops around, it will sound a little bit more interesting and less repetitive. So I'm going to fix up my grid here. I'm going to put it on quarter notes because I'm going to start with my kick drum down here. And I could play this in, but I'll just pencil it in so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to put my kick drum all the way across. Now, 4 on the floor, kick drum every downbeat. There it goes. With this kind of music, it helps to have the kick drums all at the same volume because you want a steady foundation there, so you don't need it changing up in volume at all. It's just very steady. Now, I can do my snares on the beats 2 and 4. I'm going to try both of them and see how they sound together. And then I'm just going to duplicate those 2 beats in 2 and 4 here. I might mix something up here, so we'll figure out what we're going to do at the end when it turns around. But right now I'm going to have an empty or silent drum fill here, if you will. Very simple, straightforward. And the hi-hats need to be the timekeeper. So we want to have the hi-hats play in 8th notes or 16th notes. So I've set my grid to 8th notes and I'm going to fill it out the first bar here. Now it's going to be very robotic because these are all on the grid and the volumes are all the same. One way that I can remedy that is to adjust each of the volumes so that they're very different. So the first one is strong. The second one I'm going to make weaker. The third one I might make even a little stronger. And then the fourth one is weakest. So I'm going to do that to the first 4. So you can see the volume has changed and they're going back and forth here. I'm going to then duplicate throughout and we'll hear the results of that. Okay, now the other thing is we don't want all closed hats. The idea is that you would play closed hats and then open hats sometimes to make it sound a little bit different each time. So I'm going to play a louder note here at the turn around the and of every 4. I'm going to play the louder sample, and let's try that. Okay, that's a typical house beat. Now what we can do is try some fun things at the turnaround here. So let's just try a few random things. Let's see what sounds we've got. You could try a few different snares here, maybe change the volume a little bit to build up. So this is quieter, moving up to a louder one. Let's change our grid to the 16th notes and maybe get a few more. Something like that. Let's see what else we have. We could try some pitched sounds there. We could try some of these sounds. Let's see what that sounds like. Unexpected, but kind of fun. And then we could make this out into 8 bars. And then we can select all of these and duplicate it. And now I could do something like this, where maybe I have this be a little bit silent. Maybe I could have a crash here. And see how that sounds now? I have 8 bars. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, another thing I could do is have more kick drums at the end here. And there you have a very basic 4 on the floor drum beat.